Welcome back to Wallace and Gromit Grand Adventures. It is time for episode 4. The Boogeyman. Seems to be something about golfing, apparently. Oh well. I'll just double check. I think the resolution is fine. I have subtitles. Hints sometimes, good enough, full screen on, and resolution is 1920 by 1080. Alright, let's go. Jumping right in. Okay, not quite sure what the order of business is, but I do remember that letter featuring prominently.
Oh dear, Gromit. Must stop eating cheese last thing. It's given me terrible dreams. Last night I dreamt I'd accidentally become engaged to our neighbor, Miss Flit. Can you imagine?
Yeah, about that.
What's this? Oh no, lad. So it wasn't a bad dream after all. It's a real life-flipping nightmare. It's all coming back to me. At the fair, I found that lug nut and she thought it was a... Oh my giddy aunt. Talk about matrimonial misunderstandings. You've got to do something, Gromit. No. I've got to do something. I must go and speak to Miss Flit at once. Apologize and explain it was all a terrible mistake.
That was out of character for him.
Will understand. She'll probably be relieved when she learns I wasn't proposing marriage after all. It's not as if we've much in common. Well, I suppose there's nothing for it but to, Oh, Major Crumb.
Yes? Morning, Wallace. I've come about a professional matter of the utmost delicacy and secrecy.
You have? Oh, wonderful. Step into my consulting room and tell me all about it. Seems I'm going to be tied up for a while, Gromit, on business. Why don't you go and put your ear to the ground and find out how the land lies next door?
Right. Well, anyway, I'm recording this on the day of the...
You came so quickly.
Of course, Felicity. An urgent summons from one's only living relative and heir to one's fortune can mean only one thing. Man trouble. Now, who is the blighter this time? I'll box his ears if he's been toying with your affections.
Oh, no trouble as such, Aunt Prudence. But, well, there has been an important development on the matrimonial front, which... Pardon me, Aunt Prudence. I think I spy an ugly little intruder. I positively loathe fungi. Come, let's go inside for a cup of tea.
Have you chamomile, child? Man trouble always makes me hackles rise and my petticoats fluster.
Well, I'm derailed. Well, it seems to have a lively discussion in there. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm recording this on the day of the European Parliament elections. Kind of not following the preliminary results as yet, but I plan to do so. Anyway, yeah, so maybe I sound a little more chipper and cheerful right now than I will upon finding out the results, which will probably be in the episode after next. But maybe I will just have a sort of vacation kind of thing after this episode, because I'm actually running out of disk space on the laptop I'm using to record these episodes. Anyway, fungi. Bad news. Roger. Oh? Okay. Well, I notice it has a bell on it. Scorligans. Huh, it seems like I can't leave the garden. I can't go in there. Is something interesting along with the rubbish bin? Apparently not. Gnomes? Not sure what that would do, but okay. Okay, but seriously, is there anything I can click in here at all? Okay, nothing on spacebar. Huh. Okay, so that's how they do it. Tab for highlight things. Feeding tray. Maybe if I bring something from the kitchen that I can throw into the feeding tray, that might make the bell ring, and I have no idea either. Let's just mess about. Okay, we can't access the kitchen. That settles that.
Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Rashid, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost something? Who had?
You might from it. I'm in consultation.
Ah, yes, I just remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, something that means a great deal to me.
Go on.
Not just me, but to all of us. It's terribly important.
It is?
This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it. Facts are what we
looks like
need,
a nasty
man.
bread.
Cold, hard facts.
Of course. So,
Found it, have you?
I can't put Gromit on the case until I've got all the relevant information. For a start, could you tell me what the object is?
Yes, of course. It's... Oh, fiddlesticks, I've forgotten.
Oh.
Oh man.
Gone, clean
Going to
out
be here
of
for a
my
while.
mind.
By the way, Major, what do you think of me new painting?
Why, it's very... By George, it's a masterpiece.
Well, that's a poser.
An imposter? Where?
No, I mean, it's a problem because
Out with it, mans! Sniper fire!
Merely porridge, Major Crumb. Carry on. Gromit, please. Although we at Golden Retrieval believe the customer is always right, if there's any information gathering to be done, my eavesdropper is just the tool for it.
Eavesdropper! I like the sound of it! I can identify the object perfectly well.
Oh, excellent.
And I shall identify...
I suppose we can start hunting for clues with my super clue snooper.
Capital idea.
Still, it's not going to be an easy job.
No, it isn't. It's going to be deuced difficult. That's why my colleagues and I
don't know if I was going to actually do something in there. So I'm just going to go out here and see if I can eavesdrop on the conversation over there.
In his spare time, he likes to tinker a little.
Tinker?
Yes, inventions and such like.
A handyman? Well, you'll obviously have to put a stop to the inventing. Certainly not in the house. Can't be tolerated.
Oh no. Far too messy and intrusive.
Well, I think you've told me all I need to hear.
And so?
So long as he doesn't leave his contraptions lying around all over the house, he sounds a very suitable suitor.
So our engagement has your blessing?
I don't see why not. Unless...
Yes?
Unless, of course... Well, he's not a member of that place, is he? That appalling country club whose name alone makes me shudder.
You mean Prickly Thicket?
Oh, yes. Oh, heavens, Charge, you know our family history. We Flits have never associated with those dreadful prickly thicketers.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aunt Prudence. Well, this isn't the Prickly Thicket type.
And before we found out he just became a member. Okay, well... clue finder on the... apparently not. Never mind. Scissor on feeding tray? No. Wrench on feeding tray? And we still can't do this on the feeding tray, can we? No. Okay.
Of course, being next door neighbours means
I thought you...
not for much longer. I'll soon get him started on another hobby. I was thinking geraniums.
So long as it's not golf, you'll have my blessing.
Oh, Aunt Prudence, Wallace really isn't the outdoorsy type. There's no chance of him
So
joining that country
typos.
club and becoming a prickly thicketer.
I should hope not. No relative of mine will ever marry a prickly thicket man, not while I have breath in my body.
More chamomile?
Or maybe our task here is making Wallace a member of that club. But how? See, can't go upstairs, we can't admire the embroidery.
Well, no answers yet in the flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. Put the thumb screws on her.
Although we at Golden Retrieval believe the customer is always right, we may find it a little tricky to retrieve your lost item if you can't identify what it is.
I didn't say I can't identify it.
You didn't?
No, that'd be idiotic. Do I look like an idiot? I can identify the object perfectly well.
Oh, excellent.
Why
And I shall identify it
do I
as
need
soon as
this?
you fellas find it and bring it to me.
It's not gonna be an easy job.
No, it isn't. It's
Well, in this episode of effing around and finding out, let's put Walter's photo on the feeding tray. I guess not. Walter's photo on tree. Wrench on tree. Ah, okay, look. I could go to town. I thought that part was blocked off to us.
Morning,
well.
Mr. Panea.
Constable Dibbins, delivering the mail as well this morning?
Aye, Posty's off sick. He's got the mumps and I've got the ump.
Sorry to hear that.
Her Majesty's mail must be delivered, and PC Ernest Dibbins has never shrunk from duty, even when such duties aren't even part of his blinking job description. Here's your post.
Ah,
Couldn't help but notice the coat of arms, Mr. Panea. A prickly thicket, isn't it?
happen?
So, you remember then?
Oh, aye. Practically me second home.
Is it now? That's a very interesting coincidence. I was just saying to myself the other day, Ernest Dibbins, it's time you joined a...
Oh, my. Excuse me, Constable.
What are you staring at? Get along now. Back off. Caught him trying to nick your letter. The important one from Prickly Thicket.
Oh, that's only the envelope. I've got the letter here.
Bad news, I trust.
Oh, no. Quite the reverse. It's my turn to propose a new member.
Is it really? Well, I never.
It's a heavy responsibility. Not everyone's cut out to be a prickly thicketer. The candidate must be a gentleman of impeccable character. Someone who's always there for a friend in need. A pillar of the community. And, of course, a sportsman. Going to be a long search.
Not necessarily. I mean, the ideal candidate might be somebody who's very close to you.
Oh?
Aye, somebody who's right in front of your nose, in fact.
Ah, yes, of course.
Nudge and wink.
Mr. Wallace, my near neighbor and one of my best customers.
Wallace? He's no blinking sportsman. He don't know one end of a golf club from t'other.
Well, that's true.
And he's hardly a pillar of the community, like
Like who?
Mr. Panea. My dear Mr. Panea, who watches over this town centre like a shepherd watches his flock. Who sees to it that everybody stays on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you mean you? But don't forget, you forgot to find me after that business with the bad bangers last month.
Only on account of me soft heart. It's me only failing. But don't start getting ideas. I'll let you off with a warning once, but just once.
Of course, Constable.
Now, you better start getting these crates put away. They're blocking a public thoroughfare.
Oh dear, not more crates.
Good day, Mr. Panea. I'll leave you to think things out. Out of me way, you.
I don't quite understand what the deal is with the nut butter.
Don't suppose you could use a few crates of super sticky nut butter, can you? I ordered 5 tubs, but the daft ha'porth at warehouse put me down for 500. How am I supposed to shift 500 tubs of super sticky nut butter? Wait a minute. Take this home to your master. Free sample, courtesy of Paneer's produce. If you don't like it, you can always use it to fill in cracks before decorating.
I mean, if it works, it works. Oh! Oh yeah, I can put this on the feeding tray to do something to the squirrel. Okay, closure notice. Something's changed.
Closed by order of the law, and all on account of a teeny tiny mouse. Oh, ridiculous, really. But you know Constable Dibbins. He'll let a lot of things go, but he's a stickler when it comes to vermin.
Wrong button. There we go.
Hey up, Gromit! And Mr. Muzzle seemed like such a nice man. Whoever would have thought he'd turn out a reet villain? I couldn't help noticing that little item in the society section. The one about your master and Miss Flit. It's true, then. Been keeping it a secret, those sly devils.
Oh, I assure you, no one is more surprised than they were.
Ooh, it's all over tip papers this morning. How much?
Okay, well, let's see if we can bother the local wildlife a bit, shall we? Oh yeah. Right, now I have vermin, actually. I'm not sure why that's a good thing. But here you go. Let's see.
And if they put the thumbscrew.
No answers yet in the Flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right.
Okay, I guess I
Put
can
the
go and eavesdrop a bit
thumbscrews
more.
on her. Now,
Still a
have
bit
you
of
got
time.
all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Dash it, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost.
I must say, Aunt Prudence, I still don't understand your antipathy towards Prickly Thicket.
You don't need to understand it, my girl. Just accept it. We Flits have felt antipathy towards Prickly Thicketers for generations.
Far be it from me to break a family tradition.
Don't be flippant, Felicity. If I discover your intended is a...
Oh, you needn't worry on that score. There's no possibility that Wallace is a member of Prickly Thicket. Believe me.
Okay, well, maybe I need to give Paneer a bit of trouble. Oh? sewers.
Oh, it's you. No letters for you today?
Hmm. Really?
Hey up, Gromit!
Maybe if I give this to you.
Much obliged, Pat, but Mr. Paneer already gave me my free sample.
Your master didn't want it, is that what you're saying? Put it there with the others. I'll move it inside when I've cleared some space.
Okay. I think we are onto something.
Can't really leave these crates in the street all day.
Ah, my good friend Paneer. Glad to see you're doing your civic duty.
Oh, yes. You wouldn't want to presume on our friendship.
That's why I've always respected you, Mr. Paneer. Never one to take advantage of powerful friends. You know, when push comes to shove, the law must be obeyed.
Honor, duty, and God. That's the Prickly Thicket motto.
And a fine motto it is. A motto I could easily live by if, say, someone were to invite me to join the club.
Say no more, Constable. I've thought it over and...
Thinking it!
Crikey!
What kind of trick is this?
Trick? No trick. Just a little mix-up. Optical illusion. If you'll just turn the other way for a moment, I'll...
Turn the other way? I am an officer of the law, Mr. Paneer.
But our friendship...
I'm sorry, Mr. Paneer, but vermin's vermin. And vermin trumps friendship every time.
So, that's how it's going to be, is it?
Well then. I think I will end the episode here, and in the next one we will find out if maybe we can get that envelope of Mr. Paneer. But that is going to wait a few days, I think. Yeah, I shall take the rest of the day off and play some other games. Good fun.